The season is nearing its end in less than a month, and the teams are looking to tie up loose ends before the playoffs. As far as MVP awards go, we already have some frontrunners in Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Joel Embiid. But one player has really stood out recently, Jayson Tatum. The Celtics are looking great, and since January 30th, their record of 16-2 puts them in contention to claim the NBA throne. Tatum has finally found the perfect rhythm and is pushing the team to new heights with his leadership. The question now is, can he win them the ultimate prize? Today's video will be about Jayson Tatum, who is making the Boston Celtics a legitimate contender. Since the beginning of January, the Celtics are climbing the standings in the Eastern Conference and have reached a record of 41-27, placing them at the 5th spot in what is looking to be the more competitive conference this year, surprisingly. Even though the team as a whole is looking fantastic, with Coach Udoka making terrific decisions in terms of rotations and switching, one man stands out: Jayson Tatum. He has solidified his place as a franchise player and a generational talent for the Green. Today, we will talk about his recent heroics and what he actually did for the Celtics' hopes in the upcoming postseason. But before all that, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. If you have any similar or different ideas why the Boston Celtics are playing great, hit the comment section, as I would love to hear your opinion. Let's keep rolling. At the start of the season, Jayson Tatum was struggling, which was just one of the problems the Celtics had, playing just plain awful until the new year. However, he found his rhythm in January and excelled at what he does best, providing tremendous scoring performances. The team as a whole started playing better and better as each day passed and gained confidence in an unimaginable streak, winning 24 of 32 games possible since the year started. During this streak, Tatum has been on a tear, posting averages of 28.2 points per game, 7.7 rebounds per game, and 4.7 assists per game, while shooting 47% from the field and 35% from the three-point line. He has been doing all things for his team, which needed to be done in order to win big games and place his team at the highest seed possible for the playoffs. In just 5 games in March, he has been averaging 39.8 points per game, with shooting splits at 54, 42, and 88%. And it is now clear that the surging Boston Celtics are indeed legit contenders to the throne. His surreal stats speak for themselves, and his efficiency is second to none. Due to his mesmerizing play, the team recorded only one loss since the All-Star break. It's hard to imagine them dropping many games in these remaining 14. For a couple of months now, they've been top 5 in net rating, and with Jayson Tatum becoming a full-fledged superstar, many believe that he could be the MVP next year, if not this year. We all know he can score, but it's his improvement in other areas that has shined. His decision-making and ball distribution have been much better, and his defense is fitting this team well. The Boston Celtics legend Paul Pierce has had nothing but praise for the young buck, and that he sees the team making the NBA Finals this season. Jayson Tatum is playing at an MVP level. The Celtics are playing their best basketball right now. If they continue to play like this, I can see them in the Eastern Conference Finals and possibly the Finals, he said. Even though some think that this prediction is way too bold, it is hard to argue with how things have been going lately for the new and improved Boston Celtics. Tatum and Brown are one of the deadliest duos in the league, and thanks to Coach Udoka, the Celtics rank top 10 in offense and have by far the #1 defense. Udoka's name is definitely in the competition for the Coach of the Year award. Even if the results have been subpar in the first part of the season, this team cannot be taken lightly, and it is truly astonishing to see such a turnaround in one season. The Celtics will have to continue with similar performances in the playoffs if they want to go deep in the postseason. They have the experience, as they have already been to 3 Eastern Conference Finals in the past 5 years. The thing that stands out this season precisely is that Tatum's drive and hunger have both reached their peak. He worked on his physique and hit the weight room and has been a true talkative leader. In his previous years, he was shy in voice and tone. Now, the story is different. He is no longer afraid to call out his teammates and help push them and advise them, which is critical for a leader. That is what distinguishes an all-star player and a superstar player, and he crossed that line this season. Tatum is one of the most versatile offensive players in NBA history and a walking bucket. It is safe to say that he is going to be, if he's not already, one of the best Celtics players in the history of the franchise. He put up 54 points on one of the best players in the league in Kevin Durant and his Nets, which was the second best scoring output in Celtics history, trailing only a 60-point output against the San Antonio Spurs last season, recorded by, yeah, you can probably guess, the man himself. He got 44 points against the Hornets while hitting 16 out of 24 shots he took. So, when he was asked by NBC Sports Boston's Abby Chin after the win over the Hornets about what kind of zone he was in, Tatum was confirming the obvious. "I'm in a lot better zone than I was to start the season," he told Chin. Even though he is not forcing anything and is taking his time on offense, he is still averaging around 35 points since the All-Star break. He is attacking the rim more and not relying on his jump shot, which was a major change in his game so far this season. Finally making use of his height and his frame, he is constantly putting up easy points around the basket. The Celtics have the potential to win the East this season, and they have proven they can beat the best teams in the conference. What is certain is that this roster will be able to defend all teams in the NBA, but they still need consistent scoring in order to win. Jayson's partner in crime, Jaylen Brown, can also provide 20 to 25 points on any given night, hit deep shots, and defend at the highest level. The supporting cast has also stepped up. The backcourt of Marcus Smart and Derek White make up for one of the best defensive backcourts in the association. Robert Williams is a potential Defensive Player of the Year, providing the rim protection in his own way. Al Horford can still hold his own at the power forward position and is a great team player, who has already had experience playing in this system for the Celtics. There is no doubt that Jayson Tatum has managed to help the Boston Celtics turn things around. He is playing some fantastic basketball, and the Celtics will definitely need him to replicate these performances in the playoffs. Hopefully, the Boston Celtics will continue their winning ways over the last stretch of the season. There's no doubt that they will be a tough opponent to face in the playoffs for any team in the Eastern Conference, due to the talent on their roster and their defense. Everything has turned around. Tatum is central to all of it, and this might only be the beginning of what could be a special postseason run in an Eastern Conference that is filled with really good teams, but no clear favorite to rise above the rest in money time. And what do you guys think? Does Jayson Tatum have a chance of winning the MVP this year or the following one? Will we see a rise to superstardom to one of the best offensive machines in the league? How far can he take the Boston Celtics in the postseason, and do you see him as a potential Finals MVP? I would love to hear back from you, so please don't be shy and let me know what you think in the comments. Oh, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you want to hear more NBA stories from around the league.